Everyone, it's me, Julia O'Connell. I wanted to clarify something that I misstated when I was doing one of the videos about Toddy One Skip. Mike Brown's mother is Rosemary Chittiwalk. Rosemary Chittiwalk escaped Scientology 2 years ago. Mike Brown was raised in Scientology. He also stayed at the Cadets organization near Hemet, where Jenna Miscavige and him were. This was called the ranch, the PAC ranch, or the International Ranch Base for the cadets at the Castile Castle Road ranch. It's on Native American land, so you have to get permission to go on that property. But Scientology ran it. And Jenna Miscavige was there when she was little. Same with Sterling Tompkins and many others, including Laura FM, including Emily Armstrong. Mike Brown's mother has been abused by Scientology over and over and over again. When she needed medical care, it was denied. She needed medical care for her heart condition. She had a massive heart attack, and Scientology denied her the oxygen that she needed to breathe. Scientology is all harmful. You see in so many videos the elderly abuse that goes on within Scientology. Also the RICO abuse. Rosemary Chittiwalk escaped with her life from Scientology with the help of Mike Brown and Justin Tompkins and many others. Sadly, people at the Aftermath Foundation wanted to profit off of her story. Instead of consulting with Mike Brown and his mother. Mike Brown has been instrumental in talking about the abuses of Scientology, including the elderly abuse which happened to his mother. Mike Brown is also a hero in my eyes because he works on Chinook helicopters. He fights for our freedom every single day, for the rights to have our freedoms in this country. Scientology doesn't give its members any freedom. They aren't allowed to watch TV. They aren't allowed to listen to music. And when they do get a cell phone, Scientology wants to take that away too. How Mike Brown's mother escaped was due to the fact that Mike Brown gave her a Kindle that had Wi-Fi capability. She researched the abuses of Scientology. Not only did Scientology steal $166,000 of her Social Security money, they also put credit cards in her name without her permission. This is credit card fraud. This is why Chase Bank will no longer do any business with any Scientologists. Because they know they will default on their loans. Scientology needs to lose its tax-exempt status today. The reason they got their tax-exempt status back in 1992 or 93 when Clinton was in office was because Scientology filed thousands of lawsuits against IRS agents. And the reason why they got their tax-exempt status, the IRS commissioner finally said, "Can you make all these lawsuits go away?" Yes, Scientology said. It is corruption what has happened within our own government to allow human trafficking cults in our country. I can tell you a scary story that just happened today. A girl was pumping her gas at a gas station here in Delaware. A man approached her, started waving at her. When she rolled down her window, the guy tried to jump into her passenger side door. When the parents got to the gas station, the guy was still there, and he was trying to scope out another girl's car. The parents got the license plate number, so they're going to follow up with the police tomorrow. This is how human trafficking happens in our country. And they do it under a guise of religion. They say, oh, their staff members are volunteers. The Sea Org members are volunteers. That's why they only get paid $50 a week. If they're lucky. Most cases, they don't get paid at all. Scientology abuses its members. They cover up SA. It's a high crime to report anything to the police. Rosemary is a brave soul. She escaped Scientology and has been speaking her truth since she has escaped Scientology. She even wrote David Miscavige and Tom Cruise a letter to effect changes that would help the elderly and to stop the RICO violations that are happening with the Church of Scientology. I support Mike Brown and his family. I support Jenna Miscavige. I support Aaron Smith-Levin. I support Natalie. I support Kelly Copter. I support Marilyn Honig. They are all my friends, and they have helped me tremendously to get through what I went through. Because I was in a very high controlling relationship and a very abusive relationship with my ex. Scientology creates their own PR flaps. Scientology doesn't like any negative press. Well, guess what? They mess with the wrong person when they mess with Debbie Cook. And the only reason why they silenced her is because they settled out of court. If that lawsuit had gone through, Scientology was suing Debbie Cook. If that lawsuit had gone through, that could have been the end of Scientology, because Scientology does not want any discovery made in any case. In the Jane Doe's lawsuit, David Miscavige is linked to that lawsuit, and he will be served. Same with Leah Remini's case, and same with the Bridge Publication lawsuit. They don't want... Scientology does not want any discovery to be made, because if the discovery is made against Scientology, it could end the Church of Scientology. Scientology has ruined families. Scientology has destroyed families. Scientology has caused disconnection for families. Scientology does fair game people. It's an all-proven fact. Scientology has corruption with the LAPD. Same with the Clearwater Police. Look what's happening with Aaron Smith-Levin. Scientology has stepped up their aggressive tactics to do LeBron James flops so that any protester who accidentally bumps into a Sea Org member, they can be charged with assault. It's a proven fact. Just please be careful when you are protesting. Wear body cams. Have two types of forms of cameras on you at all times. Have eyes on you when you are protesting. Scientology has committed these crimes. And what they did to Rosemary Brown, Chittiwok, is disgusting, stealing $166,000 from her Social Security money. They finally got that money recovered for Rosemary. But it was difficult to get that done. And even Scientology said they didn't really need to give it back to her. This is how harmful Scientology is. But yet there's pro-Scientologists who want to support this human trafficking cult. Thank you and have a good night. Try to enjoy your family and friends. Thank you. Have a great night.